Lisa, when you go outside, yeah?
Outside.
Rinpoche, do you have a Zen?
Yes.
Yes.
Maybe Lisa sits. Who's there? The blue?
That's Vivian.
Okay, somewhere there. Lisa
Okay.
sits in there.
Would you like coffee?
Huh?
Would you like coffee?
Ooh. I can smell it.
Yes, you do.
Please. Oh, let's see, I forgot. Statues from up there. Huh? Huh? Maybe I should go. Just do cleansing breath and just rest. I forgot a statue.
we start on the Bodhisattva vow?
You said start with cleansing breath and sit.
What's that?
Start with cleansing breath and sit. Wait for him to come back.
Oh, until he comes back? Oh, okay.
Did they send the which one we would be using as the Bodhisattva vow ritual?
Mm-hmm. The ritual of the Bodhisattva vow.
What did it say? Oh, okay. To go outside. We don't have a lot of Wi-Fi in Texas, but this is kind of an odd thing to require us to use our devices inside the terminal.
Yeah, I brought mine up. You can download the PDF one.
Yeah, I did it e-test. Totally beyond this. What does it say here? And since you're new, we're live. All that happens to the world. So we have to try to help us.
Does that mean you just get recorded?
Yeah.
Do you have those on there? Yes, three. Three? I've got the, ritual of the I've got the ritual of the Bodhisattva vow, tag the, membership 37 point, and, checking cardinals on the tab.
You will want to try to call them up in their own tabs before we start, or else it won't work when we need them.
So we need the 37 practices also?
The webpage should be on, it should be visible before we start. Because there's not lots of Wi-Fi.
No, I understand. I get Wi-Fi, I just wondered if I'm gonna run out.
There's not very much Wi-Fi, and I can stop right in the middle of it and use it.
rice?
Rice,
Pardon?
rice
Rice.
for a bowl.
A little bit here. Fill it. Are the flowers fixed or not fixed?
And flour, plastic flour.
No, no. Before you bring the rice, please. Thank you. Yeah. Did that flower light? You said you were going to fix it. Is it fixed or not fixed?
That is not.
Why?
It's, we have it will not, but we'll find it in the morning.
That's not much
What?
the case.
How was it?
Never mind.
Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, now looks good. Dennis, well, I have a phone. There's ice put in there. I just it looks like ice.
Oh, it does, yeah. That's why they keep so nice.
Yes. Everlasting ice. Defeats the.
Chicken fighting doesn't stop thinking.
My phone is you have here. You have my phone. No, it does.
We do some opening prayers, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Great clouds and
It does.
yeah, auspicious.
Galaxy 117.
Guna Chansa Dachak Choshi Chome Japo Saten Donjo Gon Champe Jimba Gejang Paudam Pa Kunla Gom Chache Chakpa Numbo Tapa Zoja Paudan Yizim Chen Tamche Lagon Chakpe Pa Yizin Zinzin Chope Chashi Papa Va Deva Shekpa Jila Chaksa Lo Jamba Shomna Paden Doje Zin Cheve Ziwan Gombo Jambe Zayin Nimbo Jipa Namba Namge Nim Gunda Sa Opa Doje Beka Lushenda Loba Dawa Raji Nima Yi Janse Lenam Jashi Paji Choi Janchu Zamba Yi Jaksa Lo Rinchen Dojo Jashi Zirji Nyan Bong Bongsa Yiyon Gama La Nenda Dongdam Bongsa Babi Mina Jase Wanja Kolot Vichen Dacho Jichi Jansen Jen Chokde Jawa Chochen Jeche Ma Geso Ngobo Jambe Baba Jashi Lama Jela Chaksa Lo Zamba Chem Jime Bo Mido Dandan Japo Yoko Sho Pache Bodan Lova Mime Zai Nangde Zete Lase Kolo Dan Jishu Ladan Don Don Doje Chen Diva Haji Choten Jasen Nisu Gile Chashi Pajikten Cho Chula Chaksa Lo Dacha Dindi Java Sumba Niva Zewa Kunshine Dodam Papa Samdan Yizin Jue Chashi Dede Bon Zopa
Galaxy 113.
Majan Duden Pemeran Sende Dojini Manava Chambaba Shukanawa Tai Doji Choj Wanjo Doji Jasa Pema Jabu Kode Nawajo Nasin Sena Wanchin Sawa Yishe Benza Vahe Techen Debe Jabu Techen Te Maudu Kiko Yito Richen Ma Chocho Chache Wancho Tetong Wanzen Doje Pawa Taki So Nantan Nyamba Chempa Namnida Doje Kuye Kache Sisam Nangi Sate Kamsam Ozema Bokode Yonla Cho Zishi Tanju Yoshin Dupoche Doje Chamba Chempo Tojini Namni Dojo Doge Chocho Doje Chachu Shamba Chempo Yi Nansen Dewa Chempo Dojemba Tai Chuchu Chawe Roga Chen Tilche Gombo Chewa Shinshe Rajan Sasa Vange Lasola Kupe Sova Depso Chinchila Chodanga Doga Padanda Tome Wande Jepe Nu Jutsu Mahu Te Chambava Vange Pojanda Deton Soso Tompe Yeshik Majan de Pemeran Shende, Doje Nima Nava Chamboba. Chokanawa Tae Doje Cho, Jite Wancho Doje Jejaso, Pema Japo Konde Nawa Jo, Nanse Sena Wanche Hebuk. Sama Yeshe Benza Varaye, Tejon de Be Japo de Jende, Malu Kiko Yito Vijema, Chocho Jaje Wancho de Tunga. Wanzin Doje Pawa Dakiso, Nanton Yamba Chempo Nangido, Doje Kuye Kaje Sison Yo, Kame Sonje Jaje Kansong. Osema Boko de Yonla Cha, Siji Tanjo Yoshin Du Proje, Doje Champa Chempo Tuje No Do Go Chuchu. Doje Chanchu Champa Chempo Ye, Nansen Dewa Chempo Doje Pa, Tai Chuchu Trabe Voka Chen, Tilti Gombo Chewa Shinshon. Rajan Sasa Wangela Sola, Gupe Sova Depso Chinchilo, Chotan Dojo Doko Palamda, Tome Wanda Jepeng Jozo, Mahoye de Chambava Wange Poranda, de Ton Soso Tompe Yoshiku, Majan Del Dempe Miranshil, Dojen Nima Nava Chambava. Chukanawa Tae Doje Cho, Jiten Wancho Toje Jechaso, Pema Japo Kode Nawa Jo, Nanse Sana Wanche Herok. Sama Yeshe Benza Varaye, Dechon de Pe Japo de Chente, Malu Kiko Yeto Vijem, Jaje Wancho de Tong. Wanzan Doje Pawa Dakiso, Nanton Yamba Chempo Nangido, Doje Kuye Kaje Sison Yo, Kame Sonke Jaje Kamsong. Nosema Bonko de Yonla Cha, Sishi Danjo Yoshin Du Bache, Doje Champa Chempo Tuje Ne, Namyen Dojo Dogo Joseph. Doje Chanchu Shamba Chempo Ye, Nansen Dewa Chempo Dojen Pa, Tai Chuchu Trabe Roga Chen, Tilti Gambo Chewa Shinshem. Rajan Sasa Wangela Sola, Gupe Sova Depso Chinchilo, Chotan Dojo Doka Padamda, Tome Wanda Jepeng Jozo.
Galaxy 1.
Jésus, Jai, Gode, Kajo, Mambo, Koi, Jeji, Jésus, Daju, Chi, Jinji, Lapshi, Jésus, So, Guru, Pema, Siddhi, Ngojen, Yojin, Nujan, Sa, Pema, Gesa, Domba, Lai, Yasen, Jogi, June, Pema, Jane, Shesu, Jai, Kodu, Gajo, Mambo, Koi, Jeji, Jesu, Daju, Chi, Jinji, Lapshi, Shesu, So, Guru, Pema, Siddhi, Ngojen, Yojin, Jansa, Pema, Gesa, Domba, Lai, Yatsen, Shogi, Nujun, Pema, Jande, Shesu, Jai, Kode, Kajo, Mambo, Koi, Dirchi, Jesu, Daju, Chi, Jinji, Lapshi, so Guru Pema Siddhi
Galaxy 3.
Chuni tu san che ga me pe nan ja ja lun za de wa chen boi ko nam ga jin du je cho ri me la ma cho la so va de ho jen be ma jun de la so va de chen lun ji ju be shin gan su sun de da yun den chen le ji ye she na den de wa she pe gu de je ja na so to ma lun che zo ko la so va de Lord jen be ma jen so va de me je ten da pe shin gan su tu je chen bai dro ve don lai join gan da tap shi jo don zen de da ma jo da da de sam je la ma chu pe ku la so va de Lord jen be ma jen de la so va de
Galaxy 5.
Choka konsan chupa dorje cho domba dorsem chom den cha che ja gombo sepa me resin yeme pema de la sova de kuye dani jamba shinje she songe dani wanchen da ke ze toche dani yanda hevaka guru yeshin nobala sova de yonten zilnon che never guide le dani doje shonu ko mamo kajo so no so ja pa chen to chen za la so va de go ye yin so jo jo shi jo nya sung ye dang ye yen la chun ni den to chi gong pa sa ta yon la cha ga jo so la so va de ku sa lun ten san sa te de be su chi gong pa le chen bu la te se ve cha chen bu ma yon la sha chen chen chu pe ku la so va de ka che na guru rinpoche tu dan shao she gong be zong du so tu nian di nu zhen mo chi tu ji zi shi go jen chu pe ku tu sa nu pe du nian yo cho do jin la ye she wan go du so nam da to pe sa she je pa dan ten jo pen be tu sa ra
Galaxy 9. Lotus Hook.
We're doing the vow first, Rinpoche?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We'll read section by section. So first the sutra for the three jewels regulation within the vow, yeah.
Okay. Homage to the omniscient one. Thus the Buddha, the transcendent, accomplished conqueror, the Tathagata who has attained suchness, the Arhat who has conquered all foes, is a perfectly and completely enlightened Buddha, endowed with insight and worthy of reverence. The Sugata who has reached the state of bliss, the knower of the entire world, the guide and tamer of beings, the unsurpassable one, the teacher of gods and humans, the Buddha Bhagavat. The Tathagata is in harmony with all merit. He does not waste the sources of virtue. He is fully adorned with patience. He is the foundation of the treasures of merit. He is ornamented with the excellent minor marks. He is the full blossoming of the major marks. His activity is timely and fitting. Seeing him, there is nothing displeasing. He brings true joy to those who have faith. His insight overwhelms all in its splendor. His powers are invincible. He is the teacher of all sentient beings. He is the father of all bodhisattvas. He is the sovereign of all the noble ones. He is the guide who leads beings to the city of nirvana. He has measureless wisdom. He possesses inconceivable fearlessness. His speech is utterly pure. Its tones are melodious. One can never have enough of looking at him. His form is without comparison. He is unsullied by the realm of desire. He is quite unsullied by the realm of form. He is not caught up in the formless realm. He is completely liberated from suffering. He is totally liberated from the aggregates. He is not possessed with the consciousness of ordinary experience. He is in control of the sense fields. He has cut right through the knots. He is completely liberated from torment. He is freed from craving. He has crossed over the river. He is perfected in all the wisdoms. He abides in the wisdom of all the Buddhas of past, present, and future. He does not dwell in nirvana. He abides in perfect finality. He remains on the level where he sees all sentient beings. All these are the authentic and supreme qualities of the embodiment of the Buddha. The sacred Dharma is good at the beginning, good in the middle, and good at the end. It is excellent in meaning, excellent in words and syllables. It is distinctive. It is complete. It is utterly pure. It completely purifies. The Buddha teaches the Dharma perfectly. It brings unerring vision. It is without affliction. It is constant and always timely. It is trustworthy when applied. Seeing it fulfills one's purpose. The wise can validate it through their own awareness. The Dharma taught by the Buddha relies entirely on training the mind. It is truly delivering. It causes one to arrive at perfect enlightenment. It is without contradiction. It is all-embracing. It is constant. It is the cessation of all uncertainty. As for the Sangha of the great vehicle, they enter thoroughly. They enter with awareness. They enter straightforwardly. They enter harmoniously. They are worthy of veneration with the palms joined together. They are worthy of receiving prostrations. They are a glorious field of merit. Offering to them brings great purification. They are an object of generosity. They are in every way the greatest object of generosity. The Lord who possesses great kindness, the omniscient teacher, the source of oceans of merit and virtue, I prostrate to the Tathagata. Pure, the cause of freedom from passion, virtuous, liberating from the lower realms. This alone is the supreme ultimate truth. I prostrate to the Dharma, which is peace. Having been liberated, they show the path to liberation. They are fully dedicated to the disciplines, a holy field of merit endowed with noble qualities. I prostrate to the Sangha. I prostrate to the Buddha, the leader. I prostrate to the Dharma, the protector. I prostrate to the Sangha, the community. I prostrate respectively and always to these three. The Buddha's virtues are inconceivable. The Dharma's virtues are inconceivable. The Sangha's virtues are inconceivable. Having faith in these inconceivables, therefore the fruition is inconceivable. May I be born in a completely pure realm.
Okay. Then I don't know if you have in translation in Tibet, in things or not, but I will. Okay.
Back to page 1.
Sunam Taki Juntumba Give Zawanam Chumisawa Sube Rabdu Jimba Sunam Ji Tenam Ji Ji Peje Sambo Nam Ji Tsenamji medo jeba juyu remba dumba dona mintumba meba debe meba na umburga shira ziji minumba topnamla ziva meba zimje damje jedum chanju zemba namji ya pabe kansa namji jabo nyangin le debe tronjir don Rowa namje tebe ije padu meba poba samje mejaba sun nambar daba yangyemba kuje dawe chomi sheba kutsumba me deba dage maguba zu dage nyewa maguba zu meba dada mandeba dunga dale nambar Pumbo dale rabdu number drawa kam namda midemba jenje nam damba duba nam shindu jeba yonzo dunwa dale number drawa sipa le dro chuvu le gawa yishe yonzo zoba deba dam ajun badan dadre junwe sanje chumdende nam la neba nyang le de ba la mene ba yang da ba ni jen ta la ne sem jen dam je la zigbe sa la ju ba de da ne san je chom den de nam je ku che we yuen den yang da ba nam so tam be je ne dom ma ge wa ba do ge wa ta ma ge Den zambo, tsingru zambo, manje ba, yonso zoba, yonso taba, yonso jangwa, chomden deji, chu lekbar sonwa, yang tabar don, ne me ba, duje ba, me ba, nyevar de ba, den tonwa la, den yu ba, ke ba, namje, sozo, rangi, rikbar jab, Chomden deje sombe chunduwa la lekbar demba ngebar jungwa zobe changshu dun drobar jeb mindumba mejen duba dan demba demba yoba yuwa jeba o teba jembe gendun lekbar juba rikbar juba changbur juba tumbar juba tamo jabe wusu jurwa cha jabe Sujur Sunam Je Parji She Yun Yong Su Jangwa Jimbo Jimbe Nesu Jurba Kundu Ayan Jimbe Nesu Jurba Jimbo Gumbu Tuje Jedemba Tamje Jemba Toba Sunam Yunde Janzu She Tihe Hila Janza Lo Taban Deja Trawe Gyu Gewe Ngeson Ledru Jigdu Tendam Chojurba Shijur Chela Chanza Lo Trone Trove Lamyan Ten Tala Rabdu Goi Shinge Tamba Yunden Den Gendun Lai Chanza Lo Sanje Sola Chanza Lo Chuba Chula Chanza Lo Gendun Dela Chanza Sumla Tabdu Kujanza Sanje Yunden Samija Chuji Yunden Samija Gendun Yunden Samija Samija La Deje Number Mimba Sami Namda Shindo
Turning us back from the road to the lower realms, it shows us the road to the higher realms and leads to where there is no old age and death. To this bodhicitta in homage I bow. I bow to those who have given birth to this most precious and sacred of minds, who bring bliss to even those who cause them harm. In such sources of happiness I take refuge.
Chanchu sem la chansa lo ngan la sem je dam ba ren jen de ke ba de ye ko la chansa Gang la ne ba je ja den de wa de wen jun ne de la kya su ji.
Through the force of the truth of Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, the blessing of all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, the great power of the complete accumulation of merit and wisdom, and the purity of the inconceivable Dharmadhatu, now this whole environment becomes like the landscape of the Buddha field Sukhavati, magnificently arrayed with all kinds of exquisite ornaments, captivating and incredible in its beauty.
Kunjo sumje temba da sanje da chanju semba tamje je jinje labda sonyi yonsu zobe ngada jembo da chuji number da je samje mecha be top Tendere koyu ke sajen de da dewa jinje shinge kopa tabu posum zobe jen tam je number jem zeshin yedo wa samje mecha baju sawa bepura pura sura Avaradaya ho savarana kam sawa bipura pura surasur Avaradaya ho savarana kam sawa bipura pura surasur Avaradaya ho savarana kam.
In this perfect realm, the sacred possessions of gods and men, forms, sounds, fragrances, tastes, textures, and the like, inconceivable ocean-like clouds of offerings, so pure and enchanting, fill the entire expanse of space.
Like, we have laid in incense there? Maybe a few more. Blessed was the Pusum zobe shinde da do lada mi yoje damba zudan jadan jedan rodan reja la so number da je yido wonwe chobe tin janzo samje me jabe namge kam damje kanwa ju Nama Savatata Gata Baya Bishoma Kebe Savataka Ungate Savarana Ima Gangana Kamso Name Savatata Gata Baya Bishoma Kebe Savataka Ungate Savarana Ima Gangana Kamso Name Savatata Gata Baya Bishamukhe Savataka Ungate Savarana Ema Gamso Namo Ranataya Namo Bhagavate Benza Sarapa Madanes Tatangataya Arhate Samya Sambuddhaya Teyata Benze Benze Maha Benze Maha Tenzo Benze Maha Vidya Benze Maha Buddhi Citta Benze Maha Buddhi Manto Patam Pasam Tramana Benze Sawa Karma Avarana Bishodan Benze Soha Namo Ranataya Namo Bhagavate Benza Sara Parma Dane Tatangataya Arhate Samya Sambuddhaya Teyata benze benze maha benze maha temzo benze maha vidya benze maha bodhi citta benze maha bodhi mando pasam tramana benze sawa kama avarana vidyodana benze soha Namo Rana Trayaya Namo Bhagavate Benza Sara Paramadane Tata Gataya Arhate Samya Sambuddhaya Teya Benze Benze Maha Benze Maha Tenzo Benze Maha Vidya Benze Maha Bodhi Citta Benze Maha Bodhi Manto Basam Praman Tramana Benze Sawa Kama Avarana Bishodan Benze So
O three sources of refuge of all directions and all times, along with those who attend you, in all your wisdom and love, think of living beings tormented by our negative emotions, and come now from limitless realms and unobstructed emanations to take your place at the heart of this cloud of offerings. You are the protectors of all beings, every single one. You are the deities who remorselessly destroy the Maras and their forces. You who know all things just as they are in their true nature, enlightened ones with your retinues, come now to this place. Enlightened ones over countless incalculable aeons. Because of your love for sentient beings, you cultivated compassion. Your aspirations are vast, your visions are all complete. And if now is the time you intend to benefit beings, then from the palace of the Dharma Dhatu, spontaneously perfect, display all kinds of magical emanations and blessings. And to liberate limitless sentient beings, come now, I pray, and with you and your retinue and all their utter purity. You are the Lord of all dharmas, like the hue of refined gold, your brilliance brighter than the sun. With faith and devotion I invite you here. You possess peace and great compassion. You reside in gentleness in the stages of concentration. You possess dharma and wisdom free from desire, and strength that is completely inexhaustible. Come now, come from that state of peace, mighty sages, supreme beings, omniscient ones. Assume exquisite illusory forms, and come to this place of offerings, I pray.
Okay, and end of this one, then you do symbol, peaceful symbol, and the conch, okay?
Okay.
George, Gune, Jasu, Gadoje, Nyomon, La Gente, La Gonde, Pamejin, Tume, Zuje, Deje, Jurten, Yamsu, Wishoso, Malu, Semje, Gunje, Gunjuje, Lede, Ponje, Meze, Jonzela, Guna, Malu, Jishin, Chenjube, Jonde, Gorje, Ninde, Jesuso, Chumde, Kaba, Jame, Domaru, Dola, Seje, Doje, Nam, Janshe, Molam, Jaje, Gomba, Yonzo, Be, Jeje, Rodan, Zende, Delana, Deje, Juyen, Boran, Lundune, Zuntu, Chen, Lana, Zodan, Zeje, Taje, Semje, Solan, Javechi, Yonda, Kodan, Jeje, Jesuso, Chanang, Ganje, Vanja, Soma, Sejen, Don, Rasheng, Nima, Lela, Senje, Che, Tepe, Chene, Tangwa, Shishin, Tuje, Che, Demba, Tuje, Samden, Salashu, Chudan, Yeshe, Chadrava, Kunje, Meze, Nubande, Sujun, Sujun, Shidala, Toba, tam je je shen de len ze so nye ne che be ne de
Enlightened ones, welcome. Now that you have come, we have such good fortune and merit. Accept these offerings and then turn your minds towards us, please.
Chum den den ne chum ba le da ja sunam kar ba de da ge che ye je ne ja du la gong shi na wa zhe pe ma ka ma lai za do.
Incomparable masters, precious Buddhas, as your nature you possess the blessing of body, speech, and mind of all the Sagatas and Bodhisattvas, past, present, and future. In homage I bow to those with such great kindness.
Lama nyame sanje rembo je de zan de she se je tam je je ku son do je ran je chen la pe ka jin chen be sha chan sa lo. Last few of these supposed to alternate, so since we're doing just one section, so just read them all down, yeah?
Okay. Homage to the three jewels, supreme among beings in all the God realms. There do not exist other great spiritual practitioners like you. In this world too there are none, nor even in the realm of Ashravana. In the supreme abodes, the palaces of the gods, there are none, nor in any direction, cardinal or intermediate, are there to be found. Or in the whole face of the earth with its mountains and its forests, where could any ever be? Whenever you take on a form in every one, you are honored as perfectly enlightened Buddhas, endowed with all the 32 supreme marks. To all you victorious ones I pay homage. Wherever the perfect Buddhas are born, where they attain enlightenment, turn the wheel of Dharma that pacifies, and pass into immaculate nirvana, where they dwell as Sugatas, walk and stand, and where they sleep like lions, to all those holy places I pay homage, above and below and in between, in the cardinal and intermediate directions, be they with form or without, to the stupas I pay homage.
17 La ye bodhan en chodana me la chodan chonsam dana me re dane soje sa de je ba kundu korja kala ye kurjur bane tam je la chen jo sam je ning ave Zobe sanje traden ba jawa kon la janza lo Zosan kandu tamba da kandu chanju la reda Jive jongo kowa da Same nyanding de bada Deshe kandu shubada Chabada ne jembada Senge Dawa Zembayi Nedela Neda Janza Denda Woda Padanda Choda Choda Namsuya Kurje Kunime Baye Jodenlan Dajanza.
Homage to the Buddha Shakyamuni. You I shall praise, who first awakened the mind of enlightenment, then completed the accumulations of merit and wisdom, and now in this age, through the vast sway of your actions, have become the Lord and protector of living beings. Homage to you, who having taught the gods, knew the time had come to tame the human world, and descending from the god realm like a great elephant, foresaw the family of your birth, and entered the womb of Maya Devi. Went to you, Prince of the Shakyas, born after 10 months in the auspicious Lumbini Grove, where Brahma and Indra revered you, your supreme marks proving you were destined to be enlightened. Homage to you, lion among men, in all your youthful vigor, displaying your prowess in the games at Anga Magadha, where you triumphed over the proud contestants, so that not one could stand as your rival. Homage to you, who to comply with worldly convention and avoid all misdeeds took on a queen and courtiers, and by acting with such skillful means, so you ruled the kingdom. Homage to you, who saw that samsara is wholly futile, renounced the life of a householder, and traveling through the sky, ordained yourself before the Vishuddha stupa. Homage to you, who intent on persevering till enlightened, for 6 years practiced austerities on the banks of the Narijana, and taking diligence to its ultimate perfection, attained the supreme samadhi. Homage to you, who seeking to make meaningful all your efforts made through beginningless time, sat unmoving in the Vajra posture beneath the Bodhi in Madhugana, and awakened into true Buddhahood, attaining perfect enlightenment. Homage to you, who in your compassion gazed at once upon living beings, then turned the wheel of Dharma in sacred places like Varanasi, and established disciples in the 3 vehicles. Homage to you, who destroyed evil-minded opponents by defeating the teachers of the Tirthakas, Devadatta and the rest, as well as the Maras in Varanasi. You were the mighty sage, victorious in battle. Homage to you, who performed great miracles in Sarasvati, unmatched in their splendor in all the 3 realms, and through the offerings made by gods, humans, and other beings, caused the teachings to prosper and increase. Homage to you, who to spur the lazy onto the Dharma, left your body through a mortal and like a Vajra, and passed into Parinavana in the pure abode of Kushnagara. Homage to you, who to show that you had not in reality perished, and so that beings of the future could gain merit, emanated a wealth of relics that caused your remains to be divided into 8 portions.
20.
Shasanje Shasja Dubala Janza Loi Kange Dambu Chanchu Tujene Suna Yeshe Zonye Zonze Jen Dundrin Zepa Jachen Towa Yen Gunjun Chola Dagi Tubaji Panadan Zenduwe Duchen Lale Bane Lanjen Tashe Rela Zene Lamo Kyundrume Lamzu Shuba Zela Chanzalo Dawa Juzo Shaji Sebone Tashi Lumbe Zadu Dambe Ze Sandan Jajin Jidin Zenjone Janjuri Chanzalo Shunu Dobde Me Sengede Anga Manga Dane Juzaje Kiwute Bajena Tajene Denda Me Bazela Chanzalo Jiten Judan Dumba Jawada Kanamando Banje Zumoye Kodan Denze Tavla Kebaye Gyasi Jungwa Zela Chanzalo Kowe Jawa Nyembo Mezene Jene Jonde Kala Jene Jan Jete Namda Jondo Nile Nye Rado Jungwa Zela Chanzalo Zebe Janju Dupa Gonene Narenza Nedamdu Lojodo Kawa Jenze Zundu Tajembe Samden Chonye Zelo Chanzalo Toma Mene Beba Tenyunche Daye Janju Shindondo Chidro Meyo Ngomba Sanje Ne Janju Zobazi La Chanzalo Tojendro Anyudo Senene Zwara Nase La Sune Jodo Chuji Kolo Kone Dujana Teba Sun La Gunzu Chanzalo Shenji Kowa Ngemba Tsajenje Mute Tamba Dudale Jenso Kormonji Ge Yulda Denango Toba Yule Jala Chanzalo Seba Suna Peme Yundenje Nyendo Yobo Chundru Jembo De Lame Dowa Kunje Ramjuba Temba Gebranzela Chanzalo Lelo Jena Jola Kore Zanjo Jongi Sashi Zamaru Jime Doje Dawa Kojene Nyangen Dawa Zela Chanzalo Yanda Nido Jipa Meje Dama Semje Zana Doje Tenye Rinze Mandrune Kudon Chaje Zela Chanzalo.
When you were born, chief among human beings, you took 7 steps on this earth and said, "In this world I am supreme. To you, O wise one, I pay homage." First you descended from the heaven of Tujta, and in the royal home entered your mother's womb. In the grove at Lumbini, O sage, you were born. To the victorious God among gods I pay homage. You were attended by 32 nurses at the palace. You spent your youth in sports at the house of the Sakyas. At Kalivata, you took Gompa as your wife. To you who are unequaled in the 3 worlds, I pay homage. At the 4 city gates, you were shorn the 4 kinds of sorrow, and cut your own hair in front of the Vishuddha stupa. On the banks of the Narijana, you practiced as an ascetic. To you who are free from the faults of the 2 obscurations, I pay homage. At Rajaga, you tamed a rogue elephant. At Vesali, the monkeys offered you honey. In Magadha, O sage, you realized Buddhahood. To you in whom omniscient wisdom blossomed, I pay homage. At Varanasi, you turned the wheel of Dharma. In the grove, you showed great miracles. At Kushnagara, your wisdom mind passed into Parinirvana. To you, whose mind is like the sky, I pay homage. Through the merit of this brief praise of the deeds of the Enlightened One, Master of the teaching, may the actions of all living beings come to equal the acts of the Sugata himself. O Sugata, may I and others have a form, an entourage, a lifespan, a pure realm, and sublime marks of perfection exactly like you. Through the power of our praising you and this prayer, in whatever lands we dwell, may illness, negativity, poverty, and conflict be quelled, and dharma and auspiciousness increase and spread.
25.
choje so de ze ke pa zo la chang za lo tambo ka de la ye yu ne jo ja bo ka de yang je long so sho long be ne ye zao de to ba da chong de la ye la la chang za lo sha ye gan de ma ma ge shen ju sha ge rong de je ne ro zen zen se je ne zo zang zo ka de je se sun zo me ku la chang za lo zhong je gu she kyo we zo den nam da zhong de wu zha se na ren zan ne ga da de ze je ye zhan da zha la chang za lo gyab ka de la je myong ba de yang ba chen de je zhang zi bo ma ga da re de ba myong san je chen be ye she ba la chang za lo Varanasi Chubje Kolo Ko Zete Tsato Chondro Jembo Del Sancho Chondo Gomba Nyangende Done Nanga Dala Chanza Dita Dembe Dapo Sanje Chomdende Zebe Zola Do Santo Baye Given Drova Kunji Chobaya Deshinyi Zedan Zumba Sho Deva Sheba Chiko Chindradan Kodan Koze Zedan Shinkando Chijin Zencho Sambo Chindrawa Dendran Konada Sunjuwa Sho Chelan Chuchi Sowa Tabindu Daso Kana Nipe Sachusu Nedan Ulpan Tapsu Shivada Chudan Trashi Bewan Zedu So
in the city of the immortal gods, in the heaven of Tusita, the Bodhisattva, holy Sikta, who saw the vessel to contain the successor of the Shakya clan, was the lady Mahadevi, her eyes of the doe-like beauty, like the splendor of a sunrise on a mountain's eastern face. She gave birth, a lotus opening in blossom, in the Lumbini grove. Brahma and Indra there to serve you, to tend you with all their grace, you who were prophesied into the lineage of enlightened ones. I bow to you in homage. Among the Shakya youths, vaunting their athletic physique, you excelled in your prowess in the 64 crafts. All conceded victory in your renown, filled the eyes and ears of all. Never were you slave to the noose of craving and desire. And to please your father, you married but thought of his illusion, for the illusion that it was, ruling the kingdom all the while. So you were known as Sarasita, and to you in homage. Through precarious, fraught with danger and with change, no one was immune to the allure of the kingdom save you. Your mind was captivated by the four encounters that caused renunciation, and you ordained yourself a self-originating bhikshu. You constant perseverance, never tiring by the Narayana river, gave you the strength of mind to bear the agony of austerities, and the concentration to keep on taming conceptual thought, which delighted the Sugatas of the 10 directions. I bow to you in homage. Through incalculable aeons in samsaric existence, you sought the meaningful by binding all your thoughts with the rope of accumulating merit and wisdom. Then beneath the Bodhi tree you put the Maras to flight and attained enlightenment as all the Buddhas do. On the ship of the 3 turnings of the wheel of Dharma, you save beings who rush into samsara's bottomless and endless abyss and ferry them to the perfect levels of liberation and omniscience. I bow to you in homage. Through the magical power of your miracles in Sarasvati, you rendered speechless the teachers who, with all their analysis and research, drunk on the wine of indulgence, have become oppressive in the extreme. In the final contest, they were humbled, their prestige all drained away, as you triumphed through the 4 bases of miraculous powers. Though you never experienced the feelings of birth, old age, sickness, and death, to bring disillusion to those who never think on the certainty of death, you displayed your passing into parinirvana. I bow to you in homage. As a device to let beings whose merit is weak or small increase their practice of the positive and virtuous, you left relics that were inexhaustible in 8 shares, and you slept in the Dharma Dhatu. So may I too bring perfecting, maturing, and creating pure realms to completion. Then in the great Akanisha that transcends the 3 realms, attain manifest Buddhahood, and through the 10 acts displayed by a supreme emanation, become your equal, omniscient one and benefiting beings.
29.
Gompa Zanje Chu
Je Pa Kunjen Che Dan Ro Den Nyam Bar Sho.
Homage to Manjushri the youthful, to all the Buddhas, the lions of the human race, in all directions of the universe, through past and present and future. To every single one of you I bow in homage. Devotion fills my body, speech, and mind. Through the power of this prayer, aspiring to good action, all the victorious ones appear vivid here before my mind, and I multiply my body as many times as atoms in the universe, each one bowing in prostration to all the Buddhas. In every atom preside as many Buddhas as there are atoms, and around them all the Bodhisattvas' heirs, and so I imagine them filling completely the entire space of reality, saluting them with an endless ocean of praise, with the sounds of an ocean of different melodies. I sing of the Buddha's noble qualities, and praise all those who have gone to perfect bliss. In order to hold the priceless jewel of mine, I make offerings to the Tathagatas, to the sacred Dharma, that most rare and immaculate of jewels, and to the Buddha's heirs whose noble qualities are without limit.
33.
Jambar Shunu Jurbala Janzalo Genius George Jetena Dozo Sheba Me Sengeka Dage Malu De Datam Jela Ludana Tave Jaje Wo Sambo Jupe Mulando Dange Jawa Tamje Yejingan Sunda Jinge Dunye Lura Kubaye Jawa Kunla Rabdu Janzalo Duje Dena Dunye Sanjena Sanje Seje Vuna Shobanda Deta Juji Yena Malupa Tamje Jawa Dagi Kanwa Deta Napa Mise Janso Na Yangje Yenda Janso Jaganji Yawa Kunje Yende Rabjuji Dewa Sheba Tamje Dagi
We read up to the 37 mandala offering.
Rinje Zende Zonwa Chave Je Deshe Sheba Nanda Dambe Je Jujima Meda Sanje Se Yuen Janzo Nam Lekbar Chu
Om Benzo Bhumi Ahon. The earth is the great golden ground, completely pure, full of beauty and power. Om Benzo Riki Ahon. The circular mountain wall completely surrounds it. In the center is the letter Hon. Meru, the king of mountains. In the east is Puravida. In the south is Jambuvipa. In the west is Apargodanaya. In the north is Uttakarakuru. Beside them are Deha and Mida, Kamara and Upper Kamara, Sata, Nutara, Martina, Kuravava and Kuravava. The jewel mountain, the wish-fulfilling trees, the wish-fulfilling cows, the harvest which needs no sowing, the precious wheel, the precious gem, the precious queen, the precious minister, the precious elephant, the precious horse, the precious general, the vase of great treasure, the goddess of beauty, the goddess of garlands, the goddess of song, the goddess of dance, the goddess of flowers, the goddess of incense, the goddess of light, the goddess of perfume, the sun, the moon, the precious umbrella, the royal banner victorious in all directions. Here is the boundless of gods and men, complete and flawless. All this I offer to the root Lama and all his compassion, to the glorious sacred lineage Lamas, to the victorious Yidam deities and all the deities of their mandalas, to the Buddhas and all the Bodhisattvas. Please accept it with compassion for the benefit of beings. Having accepted it, please grant your blessings. The ground is purified with scented water and strewn with flowers. It is adorned with Sumeru, the king of mountains, the four quarters of the universe, and the sun and moon. Thinking of this as the blessed Buddha feels, I offer it. By virtue of this offering, may all beings here and now attain the happiness of that pure realm. Tram Guru Radna Mandala Putra Mega Samudra Saparana Samaya Hoende. Ahum. 1 billion universes, 110 million worlds, filled with all the wealth of gods and human beings, like the 7 precious gems, my bodies, my possessions, and my sources of merit. Altogether I offer them in their entirety, so that I may attain the Nirmanakaya birth, to turn the wheel of Dharma, liberating all beings. The highest heaven of great bliss, the realm of Ganivaya, perfect with the 5 certainties and the mandala of the 5 Buddha families, and inconceivably vast clouds of offerings of every variety of sensual and emotional stimulants. With this offering may I enjoy the perfection of the Sambhogakaya fields, where all appearance and existence are completely pure from the very beginning, the useful vase body, ornamented by the play of dharmata, unceasing compassion, the realm where all clinging to the perception of kayas and tigles is naturally liberated. With this offering may I enjoy the freedom of the Dharmakaya reality.
There was some offerings thing to read.
Oh yeah, there's quite a few. We read some of the butter lamp ones in Puja. Oh, okay, for sure. Okay.
I think you have, Mark?
Oh. Yeah.
Rosenblum offers butter lamps. May bodhicitta arise in the hearts of all sentient beings. Lillian Falcon offers butter lamps. May I never be separated from my lamas in all my future lives. May I generate bodhicitta, renunciation, and maintain pure view. May all the wishes, spiritual and worldly, be fulfilled. Julia Berkfeld offers butter lamps for Rinpoche's long life, and I dedicate the merit to my granddaughter-to-be and my daughter Julia, Kyle, a safe birth, Bettina and Marcos, Lucy Rose's healing and the safety of her family and all beings. I guess that was from Kichi. And Aunts Christina Kaspari offers butter lamps. At this Saga Dawa, I offer these butter lamps to alleviate the suffering of all sentient beings. May all beings attain enlightenment swiftly. I offer the merit to the long life of Chukmi Trungpa Rinpoche and the Chagdud Gompa Lamas. Emily Pearson offers butter lamps on Saga Dawa. Jennifer Sui Wan Lee offers butter lamps. May Trungpa Chukmi Rinpoche and his family be safe and healthy. May we and all beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering, and may supreme good fortune always arise for us and enlightenment achieved. America Medeiros offers butter lamps to deceased parents and brother, to family and friends' well-being. Carlos Arevalo offers butter lamps on Sakadawa Duchen and offers the merit for all sentient beings to realize shunyata in such a relaxed way that they just stay out of trouble and love each other in profound equanimity. Simon Clayton offers butter lamps. Marcia offers butter lamps for the benefit of all infected people in this pandemic and dedicates the merit to her grandchildren, children, and families, as well as for the longevity of lamas and bodhisattvas. Kamen Bangchan offer butter lamps. For Saga Dawa Duchen, may the Buddha Dharma flourish in many worlds to teach beings. May the glorious great masters live long and be healthy. May all diseases be eradicated. May there be merit and virtue for the Vajra brothers and sisters to continue on the path. And may they wake up to their true nature to benefit beings. May there be peace and harmony in the U.S. and everywhere. May my family and all beings be happy and at ease and free from suffering. Oh no.
Okay, Bang Tran offers butter lamps on behalf of Cam Tran for Saga Dawa Duchen. May the Buddha Dharma flourish in many worlds to teach beings. May the glorious great masters live long and healthy. May all diseases be eradicated. May there be merit and virtue for the Vajra brothers and sisters to continue on the path. And may they wake up to their true nature to benefit beings. May there be peace and harmony in the United States and everywhere in the world. May my family and all beings be happy, at ease, and free of suffering. Sandy Zamaroni offers soak for Saga Dawa. May all beings be free from suffering and realize their true nature in this very lifetime. May the precious teachings flourish. Beatrice Klug offers $10 for butter lamps for Jigme Rinpoche and the Sangha's good health and longevity for the benefit of all sentient beings. Seth Aksanen offers butter lamps dedicated to Lama Kunga Rinpoche, Kempo Mingmar Seton, Tenzin, Kempo Samdrup Rinpoche, Drupun Rinpoche, Jigme Rinpoche, Pema Gompo, Federico and Dino, Prakru Udom Samana, His Holiness the Dalai Lama and all spiritual teachers, that they may enjoy healthy long lives, to the triple gem, that they reach all sentient beings, to Arya Tara, that she may swiftly fulfill her vow, and to all wandering mother sentient beings, may they realize the four boundless minds. Giovanni Vassallo offers butter lamps for the removal of obstacles to enable Giovanni to follow the Bodhisattva path perfectly as per his great master, Guru Toku Jigme Trungye Rinpoche. May all beings benefit and be happy and well. Alini and Leila offer 3 butter lamps dedicated to the long life of Trungye Jigme Rinpoche, Chegdud Yangtze Rinpoche, Chegdud Kadro, and all authentic teachers, and the removal of obstacles for the whole Sangha. May we all attain enlightenment as a single mandala for the benefit of all mother sentient beings. Diane McVicker offers butter lamps dedicated to the good rebirth for Noreen Morris, who was a Dharma practitioner who passed away on May 10th, 2020. May her journey be auspicious.
And BBI offers 50 butter lamps to all the supporters to PPI. They are basically acknowledging, appreciating their help, support, and really dedicating all our merits to their well-beings and benefiting beings now and in the future. And also Tromges offer 50 butter lamps to longevity and well-being of my teacher, our teacher, Kemungaga Rinpoche, and Chonglu Rinpoche, Tsikin Chonglu Rinpoche, Netin Chonglu Rinpoche, Zongsa Chenzi Rinpoche, basically all the authentic lamas, and within our own foundations, then Jangdu Khandro, Lama Sherab, Lama Pema, Lama Tsering, Lama Rigzin, Lama Yeshe, then who was Lama Norbu, then all the senior and all the sanghas, their well-being, health, and of course all beings, then especially to Jangdu Khandro and Mother Kamadroma, and Mike Hall, removal obstacles for their life and basically being, healthy and so forth, and also disease, Didi Hall, Margaret, you say Margaret? Margarita, Didi Hall, basically Margarita Hall, her basically journey to become a greater and greater birth, attaining in order to bring the benefit of to self and others. Thank you.
Back to 35 at the bottom.
Guru Rana Mendala Punza Menga Samundra Sabara Samai Omo Donzo Jede Jevata Jeshe Jenada Lamenjaveda Dalu Longe Jeba Yombo Je Kolo Jeve Setojo Ome De Jento Boko Beshe Ngepana De Ringe Tombo Je De Yen Chepe Jembo Sanye Pa Pove Longo Shen La Chepa Jo Nase Namda Shana Pombe Ko Tuje Maga Jenye Robe Jem Kudaye Rezamba Namda Shem Pove Chuku Shen La Chepa Jo.
To all the masters who have perfected the three kayas, I make offerings, outer, inner, secret, and of suchness. Accept my bodies, my possessions, and the whole universe, and grant me the unexcelled supreme city, I pray. By offering this excellent mandala which delights you, may no obstacle occur on the path to enlightenment. May I realize the wisdom mind of all the Sugatas, past, present, and future, and neither deluded in samsara nor dwelling in the peace of nirvana. May I liberate beings as limitless as space. To every Buddha I make offerings of the loveliest flowers, of beautiful garlands, of music and perfumed ointments, the best of parasols, the brightest lamps and finest incense. To every Buddha I make offerings, exquisite garments and the most fragrant scents, powdered incense heaped as high as Mount Meru, arranged in perfect symmetry. Then offerings vast and unsurpassable, I imagine I give to all the Buddhas, and moved by the power of my faith in Samantabhadra's good actions, I prostrate and make offerings to all you victorious ones. To the Master, to the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, I offer my body, speech, and mind at all times. O Supreme Bodhisattvas, accept me completely. In my devotion, my only wish is to be your servant. For if you take me fully into your care, I will have no fear of samsara, as I will be helping sentient beings. All the harm I have done in the past is over and done. No further harm will I create from now on.
40 at the bottom.
Kusuma yonzo la me tsona la chena sawa de shenye jenjo dalu longjo nan se yong shene la me choke ngu sadu so nye je mendra sambon de bove chanju lam la pa che men jo shem tu sum de je gomba tomba da se pa me jo she wa me ne she nanga nyam be do na do wa sho me do dam ba che wa dam ba da se nye nanda jo pa do jo dam Mame chodan don chodan ba ye jawa de dalane chobaji namsa damba namda chodan chema pama jera nyamba dam Kuban jeba baben chokunje jawa de dalane chobaji Juba gana la me jaje wa de da wa dam je la yam zambo je la de be da ge jawa
Gama chak sa
Juba je lama jawa se da chena la da ge gozo den de wa je Semba chona dane yon she she Gube che che ban sun che wa je Dane che che yon su sun we na Se la men je sem che pen pa je Ngun je di le yang da da je che Di pa she ya len che me je do
O Lama, great Vajra holder, all your Buddhas and Bodhisattvas who dwell in the 10 directions, turn your attention towards me, I pray. I, Woody Crane, throughout time without beginning in samsara until this moment now, in the grip of negative emotions of attachment, aversion, and stupidity, with my body, speech, and mind, I have committed the 10 negative acts, the 5 crimes with immediate retribution, and the 5 crimes almost as grave. I have broken the pratikmosha vows, the bodhisattva precepts, and the samayas of the secret mantra yana. I have failed to respect my mother and father, the preceptor and master, and the members of my Sangha. I have performed acts harmful to the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, abandoned the sacred Dharma, disdained the Arya Sangha, and acted so as to harm sentient beings and more. All these harmful and negative acts I have committed, allowed to be committed, or rejoiced at others committing, in short, all the downfalls and wrongdoings that will obstruct me from attaining higher realms and liberation, and will be the cause of samsara and lower realms, whatever they may be, in their entirety, in the presence of you, the Lama, a great Vajra holder, and all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas who dwell in the 10 directions. I openly acknowledge and purify them. I do not hide them, nor do I conceal them. From now on I vow never to commit them again. If I openly acknowledge and purify them, I shall attain the state of bliss. If I do not, that will never be. Whatever negative acts I have committed, while driven by desire, hatred, and ignorance, with my body, my speech, and also my mind, before you I confess and purify each and every one.
Okay. Now you little bit reflect on the confession idea, yeah? Simply reciting and these things will not really have the power of purifying. So therefore, do small contemplations on, of course, on the 4 thoughts in general, particularly on the karma and the defects of samsara, then basically karma. And whatever we have done that we know it is non-virtue, that is harm others, harms oneself, and then truly today as a Saga Dawa, then the Saga Dawa, our today is the 3 holidays, 3 kind of main events comes together in this, and it's a very, very powerful day, as we all know. And sake of one's own life, of this and future, to become better and better, and also sake of mothers and beings. And then we really pray to the Bodhas and Bodhisattvas, that we can genuinely acknowledge, we get the blessings of theirs, the strength that we receive from their blessings, that we can truly kind of see our mistakes that we have, which we have done, that cause sufferings or harms to self and others, and will cause harms to self and others in the future. Then these things really we have to come to this one as a bodhisattva. Training on the path of bodhisattva, we have to come to these things, otherwise there is no way of bringing benefit towards others if we can't perfect our own wrongdoings in the right, if we can't put it in the right place. Then this, our karmic force goes on and on and on. So therefore it is very important that we reflect on it for a little bit, and then we will stand up and do prostrations, and then we will do the confessions, and then we will sit down and again do the Vajrasattva, even though it's not in the prayer here, but we can insert it. What happened, Rowan? No, Lauren. And also, we are not confessing only the things that we remember. Of course, what we remember as we have, those things, of course, we have to accept and see what brings from that negative action brings none other than sufferings upon oneself and others. So therefore, then we, in front of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, then we confess. At the same time, we have, through our samsaric karmic force, we do create many our negative actions, basically through our samsaric habitual pattern, force-wise, that we may not remember, but we have to kind of leave our mind open and accept the idea of we do create some things that which we may have forgotten, which may have created, but without even recognizing, and these things perfectly possible. For example, we eat meal every day. Since we are born till now, we don't remember many of the meals. Doesn't mean that we didn't eat them. We ate, but we don't remember now. So similar ideas, we have done many negative karmas in our life without even recognizing. Sometimes we may have recognized, but we forgot. And so therefore we have to kind of leave our mind open in that kind of way of accepting whatever we may have created intentionally or unintentionally, or something that we have remembered, something that we might not remember, whatever we have created in this life and in the past, then may I purify all these things in front of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas in order to become a better and better person, pure and pure person, so that we can serve the Mother Sentient Beings. It's okay, cousin. You don't have to look at those. Okay. We get up, do 3 prostrations. Confessing time, basically, whatever we can, our mistakes, being able to acknowledge and being forward in order to confess, wonderful. That itself is a rejoicing nature, and something that we can't really we recognize, but we can't really deal with it or things. Then really pray over and over and over to Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, and we know through the practice of Ngondro and these things that how the karma works and how the effects kind of brings to self and others, and as a ripple kind of, what is it, water ripple effects, brings so much. So therefore pray again and again and really put effort, because our life is very short. And if that doesn't work, then maybe go to therapy or trying to really find some ways. Maybe that's the way you grew up. Maybe going to therapy may be more kind of I don't know. Maybe help you to acknowledge or accept. So, however, life is very, very short, and it is very important to really being able to face our mistakes and flaws, and really trying to purify to the sake of one's own well-being and mother sentient beings. Okay, so really we have to put effort into this. Ready?
Yes.
Lama dorje zimba chembo la soba chochunai shubi sanje dan janju semba tamje dala gonsu so da me jigme ngawan durbu sheji Senkowa Toma Manji Bane Tatala Tuke Pardo Nyamumba De Chadan Shedan Timuke Wang Lunga Yisumji Gone Digba Mikewa Chujiba Dan Sameba Ngajiba Tedanyewa Ngajibadan Susuratabe Dombadan Gavadan Chanju Sembe Rabadan Gawa Sangaje Tamzidan Gawadan Padam Mala Magubadan Kembodan Rubenla Magubadan Tro Sangbara Zumbara Jeba Namla Magubadan Kunjo Sumla Nube Lejibadan Tambe Chubangwada Pabe Gendula Kurva Tabada Semjen la Nebe Lejiba La Soba Diba Migeve So Dagi Jibada Jidu Zawada Shinji Jibala Jesu Hiranwa La Soba Dona Turidan Tarba Gezo Jurjin Korvada Ngezongi Jurjurbe Nyedonge So Chinchibadam Lama Dorjen Zimba Chimbo La Soba Chokchuna Jube Sanje Dan Shanshu Semba Tamji Ji Jengan Tolo Sha So Mejabo Mibedo Chinje Dombra Jila So Torjin Shana Da Dewa La Riparan Neparan Juje Mando Majana Ne Minjuro. Read again in English from the beginning.
O Lama, great Vajra holder, all you Buddhas and Bodhisattvas who dwell in the 10 directions, turn your attention towards me, I pray. I, Forest Crane, throughout the time without beginning in samsara until this moment now, in the grip of negative emotions of attachment, aversion, and stupidity, with my body, speech, and mind, I have committed the 10 negative acts, the 5 crimes with immediate retribution, and the 5 crimes almost as grave. I have broken the pratikmosha vows, the bodhisattva precepts, and the samayas of the secret mantrayana. I have failed to respect my father and mother, my preceptor and master, and the members of my Sangha. I have performed acts harmful to the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, abandoned the sacred Dharma, disdained the Arya Sangha, and acted so as to harm sentient beings and more. All these harmful and negative acts I have committed, allowed to be committed, or rejoiced at others committing, in short, all the downfalls and wrongdoings that will obstruct from the attaining higher realms and liberation, and will be the cause of samsara and lower realms, whatever they may be in their entirety, in the presence of you, the Lama, great Vajra holder, and all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas who dwell in the 10 directions. I openly acknowledge and purify them. I do not hide them, nor do I conceal them. From now on I vow never to commit them again. If I openly acknowledge and purify them, I shall attain the state of bliss. If I do not, that will never be.
De jai sheda demo wangene le dana da de je je ja di ba da ge je ba jin je ba de da tam da ge so sur sha. This is read in English already?
Yes.
Choju Jawa Kunda Sanje Se Ranja Nanda Lukta Milo Dan Chowa Kunji Sona Kanlaya Peda Kunji Jesu Dayera Kana Choju Jiden Ramana Chanju Remba Sanje Majani Gumbo de da da ge tam je la kolo la na me pa ko a ko nyang da de ka je de da la ro a kun la pen je de ve je ka ba jing ge de ye ju ba ya da ge ta mo ra ja so wa ji chanza wa dan chu jin sha ba dan je su ye ra gu shen so wa yi gewa chung se da ge chi sa pa tam je da ge chan jo chen bo ngo Oh, I forgot to do the Vajrasattva mantras. Back to some. Vajrasattva samaya mandapalaya Vajrasattva dinabha tirantiru me bhava sudhakaya me bhava subhajaya me anurata me bhava savasiti me bhayata savakama suzame siddham shriyam kuru hum o pangavan savadadagatam benzamame benze bhava ma samaya sadho om benza sadho samaya mandupalaya benza sadho dinubha tirantiru me Sudhakaya me bhava, subhajaya me bhava, anurata me bhava, savasiti me prayasa, savakama suzame, siddham shrim kuru ho, bhagavana savatatangatam benze bhava ma samaya sato, benza sato samaya, mandapalaya, benza sato dinubha, tirantiru me bhava, sudhakaya me bhava, savakaya me bhava, Anurata me bhava, savasiti me prayasa, savakama suzame, siddham shrim kuru ho, bhagavan savatatangatam benzamame, benze bhava ma samaya sadho om benza sato samaya manupalaya benza sato tinubha tirantiru me bhava sudhakaya me bhava subhajaya me bhava anurata me bhava savasiti me prayasa savakama suzame siddham shrim kuru ho bhagavan savatatangatam benzamame benze bhava ma samaya sadho om benza sato samaya manupalaya benza sato tinubha tirantiru me bhava sudhakaya me bhava subhajaya me bhava anurata me bhava savasiti me prayasa savakama suzame siddham shrim kuru ho bhagavan savatatangatam benzamame benze bhava ma samaya sadho om benza sato samaya manupalaya benza sato tinubha tirantiru me bhava sudhakaya me bhava subhajaya me bhava anurata me bhava savasiti me prayasa savakama suzame siddham shrim kuru ho bhagavan savatatangatam benzamame benze bhava ma samaya sadho om benza sato samaya manupalaya benza sato tinubha tirantiru me bhava sudhakaya me bhava subhajaya me bhava anurata me bhava savasiti me prayasa savakama suzame siddham shrim kuru ho bhagavan savatatangatam benzamame benze bhava ma samaya sadho om benza sato samaya manupalaya benza sato tinubha tirantiru me bhava sudhakaya me bhava subhagaya me bhava anurata me bhava savasiti me prayasa savakama suzame siddham shrim kuru ho bhagavan savatatangatam benzamame benze bhava ma samaya sadho om benza sato samaya manupalaya benza sato tinubha tirantiru me bhava sudhakaya me bhava subhajaya me bhava anurata me bhava savasiti me prayasa savakama suzame siddham shrim kuru ho bhagavan savatatangatam benzamame benze bhava ma samaya sadho om benza sato samaya manupalaya benza sato tinubha tirantiru me bhava sudhakaya me bhava subhajaya me bhava anurata me bhava savasiti me prayasa savakama suzame siddham shrim kuru ho bhagavan savatatangatam benzamame benze bhava ma samaya sadho om benza sato samaya manupalaya benza sato tinubha tirantiru me bhava sudhakaya me bhava subhajaya me anurata me bhava savasiti me prayasa savakama suzame siddham shrim kuru ho bhagavan savatatangatam benzamame benze bhava ma samaya sadho om benza Sato Samaya Manupalaya Benza Sato Tenopa Dedraju Mebawa Sudaka Mebawa Subhaya Mebawa Anurata Mebawa Savasudi Mebawa Savagama Suzame Sudam Shrim Guru Hum Aho Bangavan Savatatangatam Benza Mame Benza Benza Bawama Samaya Sato Om Benza Sato Samaya Manupalaya Benza Sato Tenopa Dedraju Mebawa Sudakaya Mebawa Subhaya Anurata Mebawa Savasidi Mebayasa Savagama Suzame Sudam Shrim Guru Hum Aho Bhagavan Savatatangana Benza Mame Benza Benza Bhavama Samaya Sato Om Benza Sato Samaya Manupalaya Benza Sato Tenopa Dedraju Mebawa Sudakaya Mebawa Subhajaya Anurata Mebawa Savasidi Mebarayasa Savagama Suzame Sudam Shrim Guru Hum Ha Ho Bhagavan Savatatangana Benza Mame Benza Bhavama Samaya Sato Om Benza Sato Samaya Manupalaya Benza Sato Tenopa Dedraju Mebawa Sudakaya Mebawa Subhajaya Anurata Mebawa Savasidi Mebarayasa Savagama Suzame Sudam Shrim Guru Hum Aho Bhagavan Savatatangana Benza Mame Benza Bhavama Samaya Sato Om Benza Sato Samaya Manupalaya Benza Sato Tenopa Dedraju Mebawa Sudakaya Mebawa Subhajaya Anurata Mebawa Savasidi Mebawa Savagama Sudame Sudam Shrim Guru Hum Aho Bhagavan Savatatangana Benza Mame Benza Benza Bhavama Samaya Sato Om Benza Sato Samaya Manupalaya Benza Sato Tenopa Dedraju Mebawa Sudakaya Mebawa Subhajaya Mebawa Anurata Mebawa Savasidi Savagama Sudame Sudam Shrim Guru Hum Aho Bhagavan Savatatangana Benza Mame Benza Benza Bhavama Samaya Sato Om Benza Sato Samaya Manupalaya Benza Sato Tenopa Dedraju Mebawa Sudakaya Mebawa Subhajaya Mebawa Anurata Mebawa Savasidi Mebayasa Savagama Sudame Sudam Shrim Guru Aho Bhagavan Savatatangana Benza Mame Benza Benza Bhavama Samaya Sato Om Benza Sato Samaya Manupalaya Benza Sato Tenopa Dedraju Mebawa Sudakaya Mebawa Subhajaya Anurata Mebawa Savasidi Mebayasa Savagama Sudame Sudam Shrim Guru Aho Bhagavan Savatatangana Benza Mame Benza Benza Bhavama Samaya Sato Om Benza Sato Samaya Manupalaya Benza Sato Tenopa Dedraju Mebawa Sudakaya Mebawa Subhajaya Mebawa Anurata Mebawa Savasidi Mebayasa Savagama Suzame Sudam Shrim Guru Hum Aho Bhagavan Savatatangana Benza Benza Bhavama Samaya Sato Om Benza Sato Samaya Manupalaya Benza Sato Tenopa Dedraju Mebawa Sudakaya Mebawa Subhajaya Anurata Mebawa Savasidi Mebayasa Savagama Suzame Sudam Shrim Guru Hum Aho Bhagavan Savatatangana Benza Mame Benza Benza Bhavama Samaya Sato Om Benza Sato Samaya Manupalaya Benza Sato Tenopa Dedraju Mebawa Sudakaya Mebawa Anurata Mebawa Savasidi Mebayasa Savagama Sudame Sudam Shrim Guru Aho Bhagavan Savatatangana Benza Mame Benza Bhavama Samaya Sato Om Benza Sato Samaya Manupalaya Benza Sato Tenopa Dedraju Mebawa Sudakaya Mebawa Subhajaya Anurata Mebawa Savasidi Mebayasa Savagama Sudame Sudam Shrim Guru Aho Bangavana Sava Tadangata Benza Mame Menza Benze Bava Ma Samaya Sadhu Benza Sadhu Samaya Manupalaya Benza Sadhu Dinaba Didandra Me Bava Sudakaya Me Bava Subhaja Me Bava Anurada Me Bava Sava Siddhi Me Bayeza Sava Kamas Sudam Shrim Guru Ha O Bangavana Sava Tadangata Benza Mame Menza Benze Bava Ma Samaya Sadhu Benza Sadhu Samaya Manupalaya Benza Sadhu Dinaba Didandra Me Bava Sudakaya Me Bava Anurada Me Bava Sava Siddhi Me Bayeza Sava Karma Sudame Sudam Shrim Guru Ha O Bangavana Sava Tadangata Benza Mame Menza Benze Bava Ma Samaya Sadhu Benza Sadhu Samaya Manupalaya Benza Sadhu Didandra Me Bava Sudakaya Me Bava Anurada Me Bava Sava Siddhi Me Bayeza Sava Karma Sudame Sudam Shrim Guru Ha Ha Ho Bangavan Sava Tadangata Benza Mame Menza Benze Bava Ma Samaya Sadhu Benza Sadhu Samaya Manupalaya Benza Sadhu Dinaba Didandra Me Bava Sudakaya Me Bava Subhaja Me Bava Anurada Me Bava Sava Siddhi Me Sava Karma Sudame Sudam Shrim Guru Ha Bangavana Sava Tadangata Benza Mame Menza Benze Bava Ma Samaya Sadhu Benza Sadhu Samaya Manupalaya Benza Sadhu Dinaba Didandra Me Bava Sudakaya Me Anurada Me Bava Siddhi Me Bayeza Sava Karma Sudame Sudam Shrim Guru Benza Mame Menza Benze Bava Ma Samaya Sadhu Benza Sadhu Samaya Manupalaya Benza Sadhu Dinaba Didandra Me Bava Sudakaya Me Bava Subhaja Sava Siddhi Me Bayeza Sava Karma Sudame Sudam Shrim Guru Ha Ha Ho Bangavana Sava Tadangata Benza Mame Menza Benze Bava Ma Samaya Sadhu Benza Sadhu Samaya Manupalaya Benza Sadhu Dinaba Didandra Me Bava Sudakaya Me Bava Subhaja Me Bava Anurada Me Sava Karma Sudame Sudam Shrim Guru Ha Ho Bhagavan Sava Tadangata Benza Mame Menza Benze Bava Ma Samaya Sadhu Benza Sadhu Samaya Manupalaya Benza Sadhu Dinaba Didandra Me Bava Sudakaya Me Bava Subhaja Me Bava Sava Siddhi Me Bayeza Sava Karma Sudame Sudam Shrim Guru Ha Ho Bhagavan Sava Tadangata Benza Mame Menza Benze Bava Sadhu Benza Sadhu Samaya Manupalaya Benza Sadhu Dinaba Didandra Me Bava Sudakaya Me Bava Subhaja Me Bava Anurada Me Bava Sava Siddhi Me Bayeza Sava Karma Sudam Shrim Guru Ha Ho Bhagavan Sava Tadangata Benza Mame Menza Benze Bava Ma Samaya Sadhu Benza Sadhu Samaya Manupalaya Benza Sadhu Dinaba Didandra Me Bava Sudakaya Me Bava Subhaja Me Anurada Me Bava Sava Siddhi Me Bayeza Sava Karma Sudame Sudam Shrim Guru Ha Ho Bhagavana Sava Tadangata Benze Bava Ma Samaya Sadhu Benza Sadhu Samaya Manupalaya Benza Sadhu Dinaba Didandra Me Bava Sudakaya Me Bava Anurada Me Bava Sava Siddhi Me Bayeza Sava Karma Sudame Sudam Shrim Guru Ha Ho Bhagavana Sava Benza Mame Menza Benze Bava Ma Samaya Sadhu. Let's read this, the rejoicing one again, please. In English?
Yes.
Then
with a heart full of delight, I rejoice at all the merits of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, Pacheka Buddhas, those in training, and the Arhats beyond training, and every living being throughout the entire universe. You who are light beacons of light shining through the worlds, who pass through the stages of enlightenment to attain Buddhahood, freedom from all attachment, I urge you, all of you protectors, turn the unsurpassable wheel of Dharma. Joining my palms together, I pray to you who intend to pass into nirvana, remain for aeons as many as the atoms in this world, and bring well-being and happiness to all living beings. What little virtue I have gathered through my homage, through offering, confession, and rejoicing, through exhortation and prayer, all of it I dedicate to the enlightenment of all beings.
Okay. Choje Jawa Gonda Sanje Se Ranja Nanda Loda Me Loda Drowa Kunje Sona Kanla Ya Teta Kunje Jesu Da Yera Kana Choje Jete Drum Na Chanjo Rimba Sanje Majanye Gombo de da da ge tam je la ko la na me ba ko wa ko nyang en da de ga je de da la ro wa ko la ben je de ve ju ga ba jing ge de nye shu ba ya Zowa je chanza wada che je shabada jesu ye la goshen sowa ye gewa chanze da ge je zaba tam je da ge chanchu che Then here you contemplate on the four immeasurables. You can read in English.
Oh. May all mother-like sentient beings, as limitless as space, enjoy happiness and the causes of happiness. May all mother-like sentient beings, as limitless as space, be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all mother-like sentient beings, as limitless as space, never be apart from the sacred happiness devoid of suffering. May all mother-like sentient beings, as limitless as space, dwell in boundless equanimity, which is free from attachment to some and aversion to others.
3 times.
May all mother-like sentient beings, as limitless as space, enjoy happiness and the cause of happiness. May all mother-like sentient beings, as limitless as space, be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all mother-like sentient beings, as limitless as space, never be apart from the sacred happiness devoid of suffering. May all mother-like sentient beings, as limitless as space, dwell in boundless equanimity, which is free from attachment to some and aversion to others. May all mother-like sentient beings, as limitless as space, enjoy happiness and the cause of happiness. May all mother-like sentient beings, as limitless as space, be free of suffering and the causes of suffering. May all mother-like sentient beings, as limitless as space, never be apart from the sacred happiness devoid of suffering. May all mother-like sentient beings, as limitless as space, dwell in boundless equanimity, which is free from attachment to some and aversion to others.
Your English does it say ma namkada nyamba or just says okay. Ma namkada nyambe semje tamje dewa dan dewe juta demba juje ma namkada nyambe semje tam Dunga dan dunga ji judan rawa juje ma namga dan nyembe semje dam dunga mebe dewa tamba dan min rawa juje ma namga dan nyembe semje dam Nirin chadan nidan rave tanyum zeme bala ne ba juje. Repeat. Ma nam ka dan nyembe semje damje dewa dan dewe judan dembara jurje. Ma nam ka dan nyembe semje damje dunga dan dunga ji judan trawa jurje. Ma nam ka dan nyembe semje damje nyirin chadan nidan trawe tanyum tseme bala. Did I miss something? Oh, okay, again, from the beginning. Ma nam ka da nyambe semje tamje dewa da dewe juda dembara jurje. Ma nam ka da nyambe semje da dunga da dunga ji juda drawa jurje. Ma nam ka da nyambe semje tamje dunga mebe dewa tamba Mindrava Jurje Ma Nam Ka Da Nyambe Semje Damje Nyirin Chadan Nidan Drebe Tanyum Zemeba Neba Jurje Ma Nam Ka Da Nyambe Semje Damje Dewa Dan Dewe Judan Dembara Jurje Ma Nam Ka Da Nyambe Semje Damje Dunga Dan Dunga Ji Judan Drawa Jurje Ma Nam Ka Da Nyambe Semje Damje Dunga Mebe Dewa Tambat Mindrava Jurje Ma Nam Ka Da Nyambe Semje Damje Nyirin Chadan Nidan Drawa Tanyum Zeme Bala Neba Jurje.
My bodies and likewise my possessions.
Contemplate. For immeasurable contemplation. The contemplations will help you to have a greater aspect of taking the bodhisattva vow. body.
Yeah, giving away the 3 bases of clinging. My bodies and likewise my possessions and all my merits, past, present, and future, I give them all away, withholding not a thing, to bring about the benefit of sentient beings.
Okay, then again you read
Okay,
in English and then we will do later processions.
Okay. All you Buddhas who dwell in the 10 directions, all you great bodhisattvas on the 10 levels, all you great teachers, the Vajra holders, turn your mind towards me, I pray. Until I realize the essence of enlightenment, I take refuge in the Buddhas and likewise in the Dharma and the assembly of bodhisattvas. Until I realize the essence of enlightenment, I take refuge in the Buddhas and likewise in the Dharma and the assembly of bodhisattvas. Until I realize the essence of enlightenment, I take refuge in the Buddhas and likewise in the Dharma and the assembly of bodhisattvas. Just as the Sugatas of former times aroused the bodhicitta and established themselves by stages in the training of a bodhisattva, just so for the benefit of beings I will arouse bodhicitta, and likewise I will train progressively in those disciplines. Just as the Sugatas of the former aroused the bodhicitta and established themselves by stages in the training of a bodhisattva, just so for the benefit of beings I will arouse bodhicitta, and likewise I will train progressively in those disciplines. Just as the Sugatas of former times aroused the bodhicitta and established themselves by stages in the training of a bodhisattva, just so for the benefit of beings I will arouse bodhicitta, and likewise I will train progressively in those disciplines. Do we keep going?
No.
Okay.
Read one time in English and tell me what you read before.
Okay. Until I realize the essence of enlightenment, I take refuge in the Buddhas and likewise.
No, from the beginning of that. 10 directions.
Oh, sorry. All you great all you Buddhas who dwell in the 10 directions, all you great bodhisattvas on the 10 levels, all you great teachers, the Vajra holders, turn your mind towards me, I pray. Until I realize the essence of enlightenment, I take refuge in the Buddhas and likewise in the Dharma and the assembly of bodhisattvas. Just as the Sugatas of former times aroused the bodhicitta and established themselves by stages in the training of a bodhisattva, Just so, for the benefit of beings, I will arouse bodhicitta, and likewise I will train progressively in those disciplines.
Okay. Every section of those we just repeat 3 times, yeah?
Okay.
Cho chunai shukbe sanje chomdende tamche dansa chula nebe chanchu semba chembo namda lama dorjen semba chembo nam dala gongsu so cho chunai shukbe sanje chomdende tamche dansa chula nebe chanchu semba chembo namda Lama dorje zimba chembo nam dala gongsu so cho chuna jube sanje chomden de tamje da sa chula nebe changju semba chembo nam da lama dorje zimba chembo nam dala gongsu so Janju nyimbo je pa lama nam la jab sunje Chedan janju semba ye Tsola de shen jab sunje Janju nyimbo je pa lama nam la jab sunje Chedan janju semba ye Tsola de shen jab sunje Janju nyimbo je pa Sanje nam la jab sunje Chedan janju semba ye Sola de shen gyab sun je Chidarangun je de she se je je Chanju tu ne Chanju sembe la pa Te tarim she ne pa je Te shen ro la pen dun tu Chanju sem ne je je shen Te shen tu ne la pa la Rimba shen tu la pa re je Chidarangun de she je Janju tu ne je pa da Janju sembe la pa la Te tarim she ne pa da Te shen ro la pen dun tu Janju sem ne je je she Te shen tu ne la pa la Rimba shen la pa re je Chidarangun je de she je Janju tu ne je pa da Chanju sembe la pa la Te tarim she ne pa da Te shen ro la pen dun tu Chanju sem ne je je she Te shen tu ne la pa la Rimba shen tu la pa re je
Today my birth has been fruitful. I have well obtained the human existence. Today I am born into the family of the Buddhas. I have become a son or daughter of the Buddhas. From now on, at all costs, I will perform the actions befitting to my family. I will not be a stain on this faultless noble family, just like a blind person happening upon a precious jewel in a heap of rubbish. So through some fortunate coincidence, the bodhicitta has been born in me. Today, in the presence of all the protectors, I invite all beings to the state of Sugata, and meanwhile to happiness and bliss. Gods, asuras, and others rejoice.
Taking bodhisattva vow, that means you are working towards decreasing self-attachment, self-cherishing, thinking of ourselves as a Mahayana practitioners, but never really working with your own self-cherishing. Always have me, always concern and issues about me, always. Of course, we all have the self-cherishing and the issue of the self. We always have. But should, as a practitioner of the Mahayana, we should become less and less and less of concern about me. Can't be always me. Being 1 year Bodhisattva, 1 year practitioner of Mahayana, 2 year Mahayana practitioner, 3 year Mahayana practitioner, and then not decreasing the concern about me, sometimes even become bigger and bigger. That is something wrong with the practice. Mahayana, this vow of the Bodhisattva is none other than to help us to break through this self-cherishing and self-clinging in order to serve Mother Sentient Being. As we're saying, the beings, may all beings like a space, and may all beings of space, each for immeasurable way of putting those words there, can't be. Once you have a very strong self like this, then the may all beings, may all Mother Sentient Beings becomes more of a lip service, you know. So therefore, we always have to remember that, as I always trying to remind myself and to also others, as sentient beings in general or within the Sanghas, when you see someone having some success, either in a spiritual or in the worldly, basically whatever it is, of something positive gain, we should always have this remembering to rejoice. Joy in seeing others' success is a practice of Bodhisattva. Seeing others gain, then self-suffering, then that is, you can right away, you can tell that that is not the practice of Bodhisattva, practice of Bodhicitta. And so therefore, not being able to rejoice of others' gain, that itself contaminates your own vow. So therefore, always remember that. Always we have to remember. Tere sanje riso je, sanje seso tachuto, tane dage jine jari dantumbe le zamde, gyume zumbe rinde la, nyoba minjurte daja, longwe chada fumbo le, cheta renje nye bada, let's read again this one. Tendu da zen revu ye me se pale pardo tere sanje reso je sanje se so ta jurdo dane dage chene jare dandem bele zamde Gyume zumbe rinde la nyoba mingyurde daraja longwe chadar pombo le jeta renje nye bada teje jije tate na janju sene dala je tendo da zende uyo me se bale bado Tere sanje reso je, sanje seso da jurdo, dane dage jene jare dan tembele zande, gyume zumbe rinde la nyoba mingyurde daja, lowe chada pombo le jeta renje nye bada, Teje jeje tatena chanju semne dala je. You read in English, yeah?
Yeah.
Da ge tere joba tam je je jengal rowa deje nye dane pa de lan randa pezen je la dan la me la laso kawarji. Bodhisattva, the prayer in English.
Yeah. O sublime and precious bodhicitta, may it arise in those in whom it has not arisen. May it never decline where it has arisen, but go on increasing further and further. May they not be separated from bodhicitta, but be always inclined to enlightened action. May they be cared for by the Buddhas, and may they abandon harmful action. May the Bodhisattva's good wishes for benefiting beings be fulfilled. Whatever the protectors have intended for them, may sentient beings receive it. May all sentient beings be happy. May all the lower realms be forever empty. May the aspirations of all the Bodhisattvas of the various bhumis be fulfilled.
Janjo Samjo Rinpoche Maje Pananje Jurje Jeba Nyamba Mebada Gone Gone Pewa Jo Janjo Samjo Rinpoche Maje Pananje Jurje Jeba Nyamba Mebada Gone Gone Pewa Jo Janjo Samjo Rinpoche Maje Panamaje Jurje Jeba Nyamba Mebada Gone Gone Pewa Jo Janjo Samda Mendraje Janjo Chela Jovada Sanje Namje Yonsonje Dejele Namajom Pongwa Jo Janjo Semba Namje Nendo Dentola Gondru Jo Gombo Yene Kangomba Semje Namla Denjur Jo Semje Tamje Dedan Denjur Je Ngendro Tamje Tato Tomvar Jo Janju Semba Ganda Sajupa Deda Gunje Drubar Jo. This is beautiful. Again, this shloka. Semje Tamje Deda Denjur Je Ngendro Tamje Tato Tomvar Jo Janju Semba Ganda Sajupa Deda Gunje Drubar Jo. Semje Tamje Deda Denjur Je Ngendo Tamje Tato Tomba Jo Janju Semba Ganda Sajupa Deda Gun Mulamandru Bar Jo.
Homage to all the Tathagatas, homage to the Bodhisattva, the Mahasattva, the noble Lord Avalokiteshvara.
Tejin Sheba Tamje La Jansa Lo Janju Semba Semba Jimbo Baba Jere Wanju La Jansa Lo Tejin Sheba Tamje La Jansa Lo Janju Semba Semba Jimbo Baba Jere Se Wanju La Jansa Lo Tejin Sheba Tamje Chanza Lo Janju Semba Semba Jimbo Baba Jere Se Wanju La Chanza Lo Amunga Shila Sambara Bara Bara Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Maha Shuddha Sawa Bema Bibu Gita Bunza Dara Dara Samenda Avaloke De Hom Pesowai Amunga Shila Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Mahashuddha Sato Bema Bibu Gita Bunza Dara Dara Samenda Avaloke De Hom Pesowai Amunga Shila Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Mahashuddha Sato Bema Bibu Gita Bunza Dara Dara Samenda Avaloke De Hum Pesowai Amunga Amonga Shila Sambara Samba Bara Bara Ma Shuddha Sado Pema Bibu Kida Bunza Dara Dara Samenda Avalokete Om Be Sova Amonga Shila Sambara Samba Bara Bara Ma Shuddha Sado Pema Bibu Kida Bunza Dara Dara Samenda Avalokete Om Be Sova Amonga Shila Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Mahashuddha Sato Pema Bibu Kedabun Dara Dara Samenda Avalokete Hum Be Sowa Amonga Shila Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Mahashuddha Sato Pema Bibu Kedabun Dara Dara Samenda Avalokete
May all aspects of the paramita of discipline be perfected completely within the minds of all sentient beings, including me. May all the harmful actions and obscurations caused by breakages in discipline due to negative emotions be cleansed and purified. May I possess the good fortune to practice discipline that pleases the noble ones. May I attain the bliss of complete liberation that is free from the oppression of negative emotions. May my discipline be free from any flaw. May my discipline be completely pure, and with discipline devoid of complacent pride. May I complete the paramitra of discipline. Following in all the Buddha's footsteps, may I bring good actions to full perfection. May my conduct and discipline be flawless and pure. May it never fail me or be a fault. Through the power of training to abandon both harming others and the attitude behind it, may the thought of doing harm arise not even in my dreams. May everything be auspicious for me to have that perfect discipline, which whatever diverges from the altruistic mind of bodhicitta.
Daso semje tamje je gyula tsudrim je paru do jimbe chönam yonso zomba jurji nyumumbe tsudrim charwale chonwe dikba dan jiba tamje changshin takbar jurji Papa jebe tsudrim je kawa dan dembar jurje nyumumbe mezewa nambar jo Devala Riba Neba Jurji Trimji Zurjen Jume Je Zurjen Namba Dadande Ose Mebe Zurjen Ji Zurjen Baro Jenzo Sho Gyawa Kunje Jesu Lob Jurte Sambo Chela Yonso Zoje Je Zurjen Juba Jime Yonda Ba Taduman Jume Juba Raisho Jene Jije Bon La Gombe de Melana Yande Zemi Janju Zemdana Yamindrave Zurjen Bosum Zobe Tashi Sho Sonam de tamje zibani tomne nibe nanje balavan trubaye sibe tsolendo rovajo jambar pawo chidar jambada kundu zambo deyan deshindo deda kunji jesu da gewan deda tamje rabdo ngo tusum jibe gewan tamje je ngo gala chotu napa dagi gewe tsawan de kunja zambo chuje rabdo ngo je Chanju semjo rumbo che maje panan cheju Keba nyamba kone kondo bewa sho Kandu Jebe, Jewa Tamje, Dun Tori Yunden, Dunden Dobrasho, Jema Datu, Chudan, Tejuru, Sushin, Drupe, Rawan, Yubarasho, Dayan, Lama, Tamba, Nije, Nindan, Sendu, Chula, Jubarasho, Chudo, Nene, Nimbo, Dundu, Sede, Sipe, Janso, Gawasho, Sipra Tambe, Chura, Tunje, Jemben, Dula, Jongarame, Labjin Shindo, Chori Mebai, Tamje, Jamje, Sanje, Topar, Sho. Nandra Resu, Lama Chukuna, Kudan Yishi, Ropa Jam, Sabsan, Nanjura Jimbe, Nyamnena, Yeme, Tuji, Tile, Roji, Shu, Jewa, Kundu, Yanda, Lama, Rame, Chuji, Pala, Sadan, Lamji, Yunden, Paden, Lame, Gomban, Yurdu, Sho. Okay. Thank you very much, Lord Sawa House. It's off, yeah?